Good morning, family. So this is probably just going to be a quick little video. I'll probably post this, let's see, today's Wednesday. I'll probably post this Friday. I'm thinking Friday or Saturday. We've had a bunch of questions of people asking us like, what are we doing about this cold blast that's coming? Us, like most of the eastern part of the country, Midwest, western part of the country are getting hit with this big Arctic front, I don't know, whatever it's called, coming in. So we are doing some preps. We're kind of already prepped for quote unquote winter anyways, but it is going to get down into the negatives, which is pretty uncommon for here. I don't remember it happening last year. And I've talked to a couple of my neighbors, and they're all kind of in the same opinion that it's going to be pretty cold, and that's not typical. So what we're doing, I'm just bringing the rabbit water out right now. What we're doing is just kind of getting everything ready and making sure that the animals have a place to get out of the wind and the rain. Cold isn't typically a problem for animals. I mean, obviously if it's like -80 or something, it's going to be a problem. But most animals can withstand cold. It's cold and wet, cold and windy, where it becomes a problem. I think I've talked about this many times. So, for all of our kind of barn animals, everybody will stay in the barn. Ryan went and got a full trailer full of hay and straw right there. You can see it. So we're going to give everybody fresh bedding. Everybody's going to have a nice warm, like dry place to, I don't know, warm is the right answer, but a dry place to get out of the wind, out of the rain. If we get any snow, that will go a long way to, helping keep everybody safe. Everybody is also going to have plenty of hay. So with ruminants like cows and goats, having hay where they're eating lots of like dry brown matter, it actually helps to warm them up because their ruminant is working, their stomachs are working, and it helps to keep them warm. So we're going to make sure that everybody has fresh hay to eat. The goats, that's easy. The cows, I'll probably throw, we'll either give them a whole round bale or we'll throw a bale out. And even for the beef cows out on pasture, I think I'm actually going to throw them a couple of bales of hay. Today's Wednesday. It's supposed to be like, I don't know, it's supposed to be like 50 something today. Thursday is supposed to be in the 50s. And then Thursday night is when the temperature plummets. We're expecting -1 Thursday night. I think we have a high of 7 on Thursday and then a high of like 12 on Friday. So those 2 days, Thursday and Friday, are really going to be the coldest. The rest of the time it's in the 20s and 30s, which isn't that big of a deal. That's a typical, winter time for us. It's these negatives and into the teens during the day that, I think everybody's really concerned about. So I'm just going to make sure that everybody's got like fresh hay. I'm going to move the beef cows tomorrow to a new paddock. So they've got plenty of grass to eat to get those rumens going. Throw them a couple of bales of hay. They really should be fine out there. These cows that we got from a local farm, their genetics are bred to this region, so I don't think it's going to be a problem. The dairy cows have a place to get out of the wind and rain, and obviously the goats do too now. So everybody really should be fine. So that's that, and I'll take you along with me as we kind of do those preps over the next 2 days. The other things that we're working on for like personal stuff, we're filling up some bottles of water just in case our pipes freeze. That way we have water to drink and flush our toilets. And we are loading up as much firewood into the house as possible. That way we don't have to be going in and out to get the firewood because it sucks to have to do that. So we're going to put as much in the house as we can. The rest of it's going to go kind of in the overhang that's just out our front door. That way it's all ready. We use electric heaters actually in our bedrooms so that we don't have to run our furnace to heat the whole house, like especially at night because we're just sleeping, in our room. So we have an electric heater and the little girls have one. And then Ella actually has a built-in like baseboard electric heater. And those are really efficient because we can just heat that small space. We keep their doors closed and we just heat those small spaces. And then we're not running the whole big furnace to heat a 3,000 square foot house that we're not even using, 3/4 of. So, but if we lose power, which I don't think we will. We haven't in the past with storms, fingers crossed and knock on wood. We haven't in the past. I don't think we will. But if we lose power, we're not going to have that heat source, the electricity. So we want to make sure that we have plenty of firewood so that we can heat up the rest of the house using the firewood if we have to. So anyways, I'm going to get the water out to the rabbits, and then we'll get started on some of these preps, and we'll take you along with us. Yeah, did you get it all spread out for the goats? Pretty good. I think they'll like that. That's okay. Mommy can fix it. I know. Why don't you get that hay out of there? Try and get that just carefully. There you go. They're fine with that. That'll be good, Ella. Just enough to keep them warm.
I hope they like this. Yay!
They should be pretty protected in here.
What's this, Mom?
Okay.
What's this, Mom?
Nice.
What's this?
Let me see you. Whoa, you guys are making a big old mess. All right, guys. Well, we actually didn't get much done yesterday. Today is now Thursday. The girl, I think I said in the other video about the girls being sick. Olivia and Emma were pretty sick yesterday, and they were just kind of pathetic. And they needed me to basically just hold them all day.
I'm not sick.
Ella is not sick. She's getting better. She's still got a little bit of a runny nose, but for the most part, she's good. But the two little ones, they were a mess yesterday. So we spent most of the day just kind of hanging out inside, getting some stuff done in there. But today is the day. We've got to get everything ready, get all the animal stalls ready, bedded down. The girls just helped me put, hey, can you not do that? Thank you. What are you going to tell them?
I'm feeling a little better, but I still have a runny nose.
Yeah, you still have a runny nose, but you're feeling better. Yeah. What did you just do? What did you and Emma just do?
Just make snowflakes of hay.
They just spread all the hay around in the goat stall. The goats are out in the pasture today. It's supposed to be like a high of 50, so I put them out so they could enjoy it because the next 3 or 4 days they're probably going to be locked up. So I got straw down in their stall. I've got 3 bales of hay or straw here for the cows. We're actually going to put it on. The wind is supposed to come from the west, which is that direction. So these panels, see, we're still kind of a disaster. These panels right here really protect this side of the barn. So I'm actually going to move their feeder over to the other side and load this whole side up here with straw because I think that they'll end up spending most of their time over there. It's protected from the wind with lots of straw in it. It should be pretty nice and cozy. And they can all kind of sleep, bed down in there. I'll put a little bit over here, but this side of the barn is really open. You can see. So I don't think it's going to be very protected, and I don't think that they'll spend a lot of time in there. So we're going to do it over here. So I've got that staged. I'm not putting it in there yet because I don't want the cows like coming up and peeing and pooping on it right now. I'm going to put it in tonight before, kind of when we bed everybody down for the evening, right before it gets cold. So that right now what I'm doing is just getting everything unloaded. I've got a bunch of hay and straw that I'm going to get unloaded for everybody. So we're going to get to that real quick, and then we'll get to the rest of the task list. right, well, that's a good workout. I always say that if you own a farm, you really don't need the gym. Just go move some bales of hay around. All right, we're gonna check the rabbits. I need to get them situated. We're trying to decide. Hey. They're like little caged animals in here. I should close the stall. We're trying to decide if we bring the rabbits inside tonight. I don't know. I just don't know. They're completely protected. Their stall is gonna be warm. They've got new bedding. I don't know. I have some extra straw bales. I might actually put it around their cages. That way it's they're a little bit protected and warm. So we're gonna get them fed and watered for the day, and we'll figure that out. I'll talk to Ryan about it tonight more. We haven't decided what we want to do, so we'll get them situated for the evening. All right, well, you're gonna have to wait for a second. I'll help you. Ella, can you get it? Well, this barn is done pretty much. We've just got a couple of things we need to finish up this evening, getting hay out to the cows. Dogs are fine. So the other morning we had, yesterday morning, Ryan had this trailer parked just in the driveway before we got it unloaded. And he came out, and both of the livestock guardian dogs, both the white dogs, were sleeping on the straw bales in the trailer. So I'll actually put a video in. He took a video of them, so hold on, I'll post it in there. So you can see they were sacked on the trailer. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take 4 of these bales of straw, and I just don't know where the dogs are gonna sleep. If they sleep in here, they're fine. They have straw in their stalls. There's hay that they can sleep on. There's plenty of places in this barn that they can sleep on. But if they decide that they want to sleep in the chickie barn where they can like see out, because they really do like to, see. So both the livestock guardian dogs, obviously, they like to be places where they can like see, that's their job. They protect things. So I have a feeling that they probably won't spend much time in this barn. They might. They're not stupid. But if I can set up some straw bales in the chickie barn where they can lay on the straw bales and still be able to see, but be protected from the wind and off of the cold ground, I think that would just give them another option, right? Like a safer, warm option. What? That hay is big. Mommy put hay in there so you guys could play. Oh, it's not big? Okay. Those hay is going to go in the other barn for Oso and Ivory. This is what we're working with here. This is what sick children do. Are you a chicken? Are you a chicken rat? A chicken rat? Anyway, so I've got 4 bales of straw here that I'm going to take over and just make like a bed, like a pallet on the floor for them in the barn. And then I've got 2 bales of hay feed hay, I'm going to put over in the chickie barn. And when I move the cows this afternoon, I'm moving the beef cows as late as possible. That way they have plenty of forage they can eat before it gets too cold. And I'm also going to give them these 2 bales of hay because, like I was saying earlier, getting their rumens going helps keep them warm. So I'm going to do that. I'm just going to stage these over there for now. So we're going to move the trailer, and then I need to jump the tractor so we can get a round bale set up for the dairy cows. So that's where we're going now. back at it. Moving the cows now. Ryan should be home in just a little bit. I got the girls all down for naps, so they're inside safe. Well, safe, whatever, sleeping. Safe, not getting in my way. It's definitely getting cooler. It's about 45 now. Temperatures are dropping, but it's not until like 10 o'clock, honestly, that the temperatures are really supposed to get down cold, and that's when they really start plummeting. I was looking at the weather, just like an hourly thing, and starting at 10, I think it's like 35, and then it just like every hour is like 10 degrees. So we're good for the next little while. The cows are hungry, so I'm going to get them moved. It's like 3 o'clock, so that should give them quite a bit of time of filling their bellies with some good grass and getting, you know, that rumen going and nice and warm. And then tonight when we come out and do chores and close everybody up, I'm going to throw them 2 bales of hay. And then I might throw them some more tomorrow morning, just depending on how everybody looks. If they're up and grazing and don't seem to be like, you know, you could tell when an animal is cold. So if they look okay, then I probably won't. But if they look like they're just kind of, you know, huddled or whatever, I might throw them some hay just to help keep them warm. But right now I'm going to get this paddock run. I've got some of the fence up. You can see it runs back up this way. So I'm going to finish doing that, go down the hill, hit the tree line, and then meet up with that one right there and come back up. That's about a half-acre paddock that gives them 3 or 4 days. We've got some pretty high growth in this field, so that should give them 3 or 4 days on this paddock, and they should be good to go. So we'll probably have to move them like Christmas Day. Maybe the day after Christmas. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So let's get this finished up so we can get these guys moved and get to the rest of the work that we have to do to prepare for you know, this big freeze that everybody's been talking about. Debs. Sure, don't bother to wait. Come on. Good boy. Go. Good job.
Mommy and Daddy are taking the pig house for the sheep because we're gonna have a rainstorm tonight, and we're gonna do the pigs after our nighttime nap. It's gonna be so much fun. I hope you will be ready. Text us. And then I'll tell Mommy to look on her phone that you are ready to watch us do the paints. Okay, so bye, family. Hang on.
Come down here as much as you can so it's down and low and protected. That's probably fine. All right, guys, well, sure, we're finishing up. We're getting a round bale over here for the cows. We're getting a round bale into the barn for the cows. We got the structure in there for the sheep. Has a little bit more protection than what they had. We got to do this, and then I think, are we done after this? Yes, I think we're done after this. We're going to put the goats in, and then everybody will be fine for a little while until we do evening chores. Okay, then go. Yeah. Okay, guys, well, I think that is it for this evening. Everything is pretty much done. We'll do a once check. My hair's falling out. We'll do a once check tonight just before dark and make sure everybody is fine. Close up the chickens. And yeah, I think that'll be good. Hopefully everybody will be okay tonight as temperatures plummet. And yeah, I think we're done. Okay. Oh, I lied. We're not done. We got to get the wood in. So I'm going to head into the house and get that finished.
Good thing we don't have a 4-year-old that listens to every word you say.
What? All right, guys, we are done. I think we're done. We're going to check our list, but I'm pretty sure that we are done for everything that we need to do now. The only things that we need to do left is... What? Are you stuck? Throw a couple of bales to the beef cows tonight, maybe. We might wait until the morning. They've got enough forage today since I just moved them, so we might wait until the morning and throw them hay tomorrow. And yeah, that's it. So we're going to end it here. Thanks for hanging out with us today. We'll see you on the next one. Everybody stay safe during this cold snap, and hope you all have a good night. You want to say bye?
Bye.
Say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.